And welcome back to another episode of Underdog Podcast. Took yesterday off just to kind of clean up the house, do some stuff. Really, it was more of a therapeutic cleaning. My house is never really dirty, anyways. I'm kind of a neat person. I always try to keep everything organized. But I decided to clean the kids' room, which they were happy about. They're like, "Oh, thank you." Yeah, you better be thankful. I came in here and clean up y'all rooms, got stuff, crumbs. It's funny, you go in the kids' room, you'll find shit all over the place. And it's like, hey, when I tell y'all to clean up the room, right? I tell you to clean up the room. I mean clean up the room. Not I don't know what the fuck their version of cleaning, a kid's version of cleaning. I know when I was a kid, it was the same thing. It's like as long as it looks somewhat decent. Like, you go underneath their bed, you pull something out, you pull something from the wall, something like that. Like my son has his beanbag chair. My daughter got all this stuff underneath her bed or whatever. So you move some stuff around, next thing you know, you see a whole bunch of just random shit, random trash, crumbs. I know I shouldn't let them eat in their rooms sometimes, and I limit what they eat in their rooms, and yet they still find ways to just have a bunch of shit all over the place. I was like, man, but that's part of growing up, part of being a kid. But so they're responsible for cleaning their rooms and cleaning the bathroom. So when I do it sometimes for them, they are appreciative, and I love that, and that makes me happy and stuff. But yeah, I was just feeling a little. Had one of my moments yesterday, mental illness, and I was like a little down on myself. So I was like, I'm just gonna take the day just to do some cleaning, therapeutic cleaning and stuff, and reorganize things, get everything ready for when I move. I did get the new construction home and stuff, and everything's on its way and stuff like that. So that's good news. I got the lot that I asked for, and it's in a location in the neighborhood I wanted to be. So I'm happy about it, but at the same time, like, well, I hate spending money. Obviously, spending money on something that's well worth it. It's a fucking home, right? It's an investment. I mean, I paid a lot. I bought a lot in the house though, so that lot is an investment. That's land. The home is an investment. So that's two assets right there. So all I did was take one of my assets, transfer it to another type of asset. I should be happy. When I say mental illness, it's mental illness. Like I'm sitting there like, oh man, what am I doing? I know I'm doing the right thing, but it still sucks to spend money. But whatever, man. Sometimes you gotta pull your head out of your own ass and get out of your own way, and be appreciative of what you've done, and understand that you set all this into motion years in the making. Everything I've done has led up to this, and I had a good plan, good strategy. I'm good with money, and I'm not a person to go off and spend on frivolous things and stuff like that. So I did everything quote unquote the right way, and I'm still like fuck. Chemical imbalances that happens, that's how my life is. It is what it is. Just gotta deal with it. So I know there's a bunch of articles I have wanted to talk about and cover. I've been slacking too, making videos stuff as well. I really need to upgrade my computer. That'll be my next big spending. Would be upgrade my computer after I do some other things. And I kind of already priced it out, so it's only gonna cost like $1,000 anyway, so it's not a big deal. And I can get it. I could already got it. I just hate fucking spending money, man. Even when I spend money and it's for the right amount of things, I'm still like, oh shit, I can't. Oh man, I'm a cheap person, and then I'm really just man, I can't think of the word with it. I'm really tight on with my money and stuff. So when I do spend it, it's always for a good reason, and I spend it weeks in advance, more or less. I budget out in my head. Okay, if I'm gonna do this, then do that, and I'm always make sure I take some money a month, a couple $100 a month, something like that, to invest. And so I always make a couple some amount of money on my investments every month, if not every week, because I'm always moving things around and trying to figure out what else I can invest in, and any new assets, any new cryptocurrencies. I'm looking now. I'm looking more into trying to find some NFTs to get. Uh, yeah, and then as more research I do about that, I'll go ahead and make sure I share it with you guys and stuff like that. So that's always good or whatever. Been nosing too that Anytime I'm starting to get some traction, I'm starting like my content is starting to pick up, and my videos or my podcast starting to get listened to more. All of a sudden, it'll just shoot back down, and I'm like, okay, is it the topics I'm talking about, or is it? And no, no. 'Cause I mean, I know I cover a different variety of topics and stuff, but every now and then, I know some things I talk about might be a hit or miss, but I mean, I don't give a shit. I'm talking about the things I want to talk about, anyways, and things I'm capable of talking about. But like on YouTube, if I search my name, I can't find myself. And to the point where I'm literally just buried. I had to keep scrolling. I wasn't like I would find myself, but in the past, but I wasn't buried so much. And this was before they had deleted my video and put it back up and stuff. So now I'm really buried. But when I search Underdog Podcast on YouTube, it pops up. Oh, that's great. That's great. It's funny because on Spotify, when I search Underdog Podcast, can't find myself, even though I used to be able to find it right there. But now when I search, I can't find it. But if I search my name, Damian Jackson, all of a sudden I could find it. These algorithms, we always say, oh, nobody knows what algorithms does and stuff like that. And they seem really tricky and touchy. No, man. It's human beings designing this shit. Right? They're going through and adjusting things. And you can literally fine tune some of these algorithms in which how they put forth information or whatever you want to say. You can fine tune some of this stuff. So I think I looked at Spotify. I think I didn't do Podbean. I just did Spotify and YouTube. Because even on D Live, for a moment, I was getting some people tuning into my live stream stuff, probably because they just clicked on podcasts on that. Maybe I got promoted or promote far as D Live and stuff, showing you, oh, okay, here's a new streamer or something like that. It's like, and after a couple people started to come into the stream or whatever and say something or do anything, next thing you know, I no longer pop up under the podcast category on D Live. I should probably stream on Twitch as well. I don't even fucking want to do that, to be honest with you. And I'm just like, man, this is bullshit. Like, man. So I guess I'm gonna have to start telling people to follow me and subscribe when you listen to my content, because apparently you may find it again, you may not find it again. I don't get it. I don't understand it. Like even on YouTube, like I have thousands of views. I only got like 29 subscribers, and it's like 9% of my viewership people are not subscribed, which is fine by me. You subscribe or not subscribe. Obviously, if you like the shit I do, then you'll subscribe without anyone saying anything. But now it's like, man, now it's like, fuck, if you don't subscribe, you probably won't ever go back to me. You probably never find me. Because even if you directly type in my name, you won't find me on YouTube. That's crazy, right? But you can click on Underdog Podcast and find it. But if you directly type in my name, you won't find me. But on Spotify, directly type in my name, you'll find me. But if you directly type Underdog Podcast, you won't find me. In D Live, that's the fucking fuck. You know what? I'm on my phone. D Live, I don't think you find me either. I had to type in Damien_J for me to pop up under the search. Under the podcast category, I'm not there. Let me see if I search Underdog Podcast, would it pop up? I'm doing it on my phone right now. Nope. And nope, I don't pop up at. It don't pop up when you type in Underdog Podcast. And I was like, okay, I'll assume that was just because it's going by a name or something like that. But I'm gonna do it just searching the podcast, and yeah, it's not there. And I thought it wasn't there because I have mature rating, but even when it was mature rating, it was popping up. Now it's not. There's like 3 podcasts show up right now. Obviously, mine isn't one of them. I think it's funny because it's like I don't understand why. And okay, I do understand. I understand shadow banning and stuff like that, but like I wouldn't see how that would apply to someone like me. Like I'm new. Like I've been doing this for years. It's not like I have a huge following and stuff. But I understand maybe you want to nip something out the bud. I get it. I criticize government and shit like that, but I'm sorry. This is America. I thought we were all supposed to criticize government. There's nothing wrong with criticism, right? There's nothing wrong with objective criticism. Let's put it that way. Objective criticism. Obviously, I'm a former military member. I'm a veteran. I'm a disabled vet. So shit, you know what? That might be a reason right there to shadow ban or make sure I don't get no traction because I'm a disabled vet. So when I talk about the government, I'm talking about from personal experience and seeing some certain things being around the world and stuff. I talk about communism. I'm talking about hey, I stood at the border of South Korea and North Korea in the DMZ and looked across and seen North Korea and heard what communism does to the families and how one side of, cannot talk to the other side, and it's just because of North Korea government and stuff. I don't know if they're still the same way now, but it's been like that for a long ass time. So hey, excuse me if I happen to get that perspective. I'm not the only one. I'm sure there's other military members out there, vets and stuff like that. As I always talk about what Tori says, another military member. She's a vet, right? Patrick Berge, he's a vet. He's a veteran. I think he did a couple of tours in Iraq. Like, but who you think are the most outspoken people about the government, bro? The military people, man. Cause we see the bullshit that happens, man. We see the shit that goes on, man. There's a lot of shady shit, man. These people that they call that you think are there to help you and stuff that care about you don't fucking care, man. They don't care. And these two topics I'm gonna talk about today, it just continues to illustrate my point as the people in government do not care about you. They don't care about you because they do not know you. They don't care to know you. It doesn't matter. They'll just say whatever because someone else told them to say it. And a lot of times that's all it matters. That's all it matters. So many times a general, a chief, a major, a captain, a colonel, it doesn't matter. They'll just say something. And I'm just sitting there looking at them like, I know y'all don't believe this shit. I know y'all know this, you think it's stupid. Sometimes I call it out, like, hey, none of this makes sense. We really gonna do this? They're like, oh, we gotta do it. And I'm like, one time I was in a meeting. I was doing training, and it was late at night, and we were still there. I snapped. I forgot what I even snapped about. I just got pissed off. I know me. I'm sure it was something logical. So I'm sure I know I had a valid point for getting it and for snapping, and I know it wasn't just like overnight. It wasn't just at that moment. It was a build up. But I was mad about something. And I went off. And I think the major, some of their talk and stuff. And then one of the tech sergeants, they're like, Sergeant Jackson, calm down, calm down. I was like, no, man. I probably was like, nah, fuck that, man. Cause they kill my nerves, man. Just people say stuff, just say stuff. And there's times when you got in the military, you gotta follow orders, right? And you gotta follow, or you might not agree, you might think it's stupid, but you still gotta do it because someone else said it or whatever. And we all been there for those military people where you active duty or vets or guard, reserve, whatever. We all, even the corporate world, we all been there where you gotta listen to what your boss says, right? Because there's some hierarchical structure, especially when you're talking about working in the corporate world. Well, working for yourself independently is the best thing you can do to me. I mean, so it's not for everybody, but if you have a problem with authority like I do, that's I can't do it, man. You ain't finna sit here and tell me what to do. Like I have no problem following things, but some people there's a lot of bosses out there. There's not a lot of leaders, right? It's a lot of bosses. And something I was telling my son as he's playing the point guard on his team. So right now on his team, the kids around him is not as skillful or as talented as some others in the past. And I was like, well, now's your chance to show your leadership skills. But you be a leader. A leader is one that leads by example. Because if you're just talking shit and you're not saying that, well, now you're just a hypocrite. And I try not to teach my kids to be that. I try to make sure I'm not that too. So I try to set a good example. Because you got to show people by actions. Words is one thing. Actions mean everything. Because when you talk about government, it's a lot of words. Because their actions be completely different. I don't care if it's the president of the United States, the governor. I don't care if it's a fucking congressman, senator, fucking one of these judges. Doesn't matter. They all say a bunch of shit. but it's their actions. Like, what are you actually doing? Like, what, are you putting, you know, was it you putting your words where your mouth? I can't think of it. You putting your actions where your mouth is, something, wherever the expression goes. It's like, so you have, so okay, so the way you declare war, right? Because, well, in the past, the way you declare war, ever since they did declare war on terrorism, they could just go to war with anybody they want to. So that's a loophole right there. That's a fucked up thing, to be honest with you. But the president's supposed to go to Congress, and then Congress has the only ability to declare war on a country or something like that, a governing body, nation, whatever. Here's the thing, though: you sending people out to war, and it goes for all presidents, right? All these elected officials. You want to send someone out to war to fight and die for their country, but would you be willing to send yourself out? Not even just that. Would you send your kids out? And I don't want to necessarily go with kids because that's a little, because like okay, like I don't want my daughter to be a stripper, but I understand that some people will do that as an option to earn money. Just because I don't, just because I'm okay with that, and that's someone else's choice, doesn't mean I want my daughter to do that, right? So I'm not necessarily always the type of person to be like, oh well, these politicians, they won't send their own children out. That might not be something they want for their own kids, but if you're okay with sending your kids out, that's different. My thing is though, that's probably a bad analogy if I think about it. Whatever. I think you kind of get what I'm saying. My thing is, when you have these politicians, these presidents, all these other people like, oh, let's go to war with this. Let's stop the war on terrorism. Let's do this. Let's do that. We gotta stop these people. We gotta fight these people and stuff like that. And it's like, okay, you're saying that, but you're never gonna be there. You're never even gonna be close to it, right? You're not even gonna leave this country. So you're not even gonna go overseas. It's one thing if you're gonna be a general and then get deployed overseas into the environment and stuff, and at least be close to it. Yeah. None of these politicians will ever be close to any battleground, any war scenario, none of that shit. Ever. Why is that? Why is that? I understand you want a civilian over the military, so you don't necessarily, so you have a conflict of interest and stuff like that. But why is that? You kind of get what I'm saying. Like, these politicians, these people will just say shit. Same with these celebrities, same with these athletes. They don't care what comes out of their mouth because there's no accountability, right? And they don't have to be responsible for their actions. They don't have to be accountable for their actions or for their words. So they don't have to be responsible for any actions, and they don't have to be accountable for their words. So they could literally just say where the fuck they want to, and nothing happens, nothing matters, and that's why they just come out and say shit, and you can't trust none of them. I don't care which political aisle you want to lean on. Don't trust none of these motherfuckers. Why? Why? If you wouldn't trust hearing my words or hear anyone else's words on the internet and stuff, why would you trust these politicians? Why? They haven't done anything to make you earn their trust. Yet, people cold-heartedly trust these politicians. Right? Like, even when I want to vote for Trump and stuff, I mainly vote for him for economic reasons. Cryptocurrency, actually, through XRP, because of the IMF deal. That's why. That's what it started there. Then I found other reasons for it. But it mainly was because of financial, economic reasons. Because if anything, I pay attention to his actions. I see that he's a businessman. He cares about making money. And a lot of his businesses are in America. So therefore, some of my interests align with him financially speaking, economically speaking. There you go. Now, to what extent, as far as taxes and all that stuff, I mean, it is what it is. But I mean, raising vets pay and stuff like that, yeah, some things like that as well. I think it was some other law he passed too that I benefited from as far as a veteran as well, something. But yeah, so it's like, why do people put so much trust in these people, man? So you have today. So one of the topics I want to talk about today first. This is from MarketWatch.com. Still can't believe I say dot. I have to say .com. I don't know why. maybe it's the IT side of me is like I gotta say the domain.com, .gov. To me, it means something. Okay, so this title says, here's what's in Biden's 1.8 trillion American Families Plan. So another $1 trillion plan. You just had the 1.9 trillion stimulus package. They still haven't. I don't think they came up with a proposal for the infrastructure plan, which would probably be $1 trillion. Yeah, I understand this money is just literally being printed out of thin air. Uh, and so at some point, somebody's gonna have to pay for this. And who you think's gonna pay for this? Americans. It's called American Families Plan, but guess who's gonna have to fund this shit? Americans. You're better off just having a free market and let me spend my money the way I want to. Oh, whoop, can't do that. That makes way too much sense. What are you doing? What are you doing? You can't determine how to spend your money and what market gets your money and stuff, or what company gets your money. You can't do that. We're gonna set up this government plan for you, and then we're gonna tax the fuck out of all y'all, and that's how the way we fund it. So it says the president has called proposal essential to our economic future. Yeah, fuck you. Which I think he's supposed to announce it tonight at 9. So I might do a recap on that tomorrow. I'm really into finance and economy and stuff and paying attention to it because this is shit that matters, man. Because everything's a business, man. All this other shit, all your little, all this other shit they talk about in the media, fuck that. That's all distractions. This is the real shit, and this is the most boring thing, right? It's presented in the most boring way. Because really, people just want to know the end results. Like, okay, bro, am I getting money or fucking not? Like, everybody's like, hey, am I getting my stimulus or not? But it goes deeper than that, man. So it says President Joe Biden has unveiled his American Families Plan, a sweeping 1.8 trillion proposal aimed at domestic priorities like education and childcare to be paid by extra taxes on the wealthy. So right there, extra taxes on the wealthy. I know they're supposed to tax the wealthy people that make over $400,000 a year, which is fun because I thought that was still middle class. I thought you weren't out of middle class until you're a millionaire. And so shit. Let me see. I really want to know that for sure now. What is considered middle class? What is considered middle? I really need a better desk. Let's see. We'll go Investopedia. It says the middle class is a description given to individuals and households who typically fall between the working class and upper class. Thank you. Come on, man. Give numbers, bro. Give numbers. I know Karl Marx referred to as a bourgeoisie. Yeah, we know. The middle class is socioeconomic strata falls in between the working class and the upper class. But isn't the middle class the working class anyway? The middle class constitutes a slim majority of the U.S. population, around 52%. I don't know how, that's whatever. But that is still the least it has been, and has been declined over nearly half a century. Those in the middle class have enough disposable income to afford minor luxuries like vacations or restaurants. Restaurants are minor luxury. There's a fucking fast food restaurant. There's a McDonald's damn near on every corner. But I guess that don't count. I guess what we talking about, Red Lobster? I'm pretty sure I checked broke people being Red Lobster as well. So what we talking about? What is it? Texas Del Cato, Texas something where you got that place is nice, but expensive, right? Is that what we're talking about? We're also relying on borrowing from big ticket items like homes and cars. But only your millionaires really buying homes and cars like flat out. Wait a minute. You can still be middle class and buy a car, right? If you save up your money, you can still be middle class and buy a car. If you save your money and invest it, you can buy a car. If you understand what you're doing, you can buy that shit within a year or two. I don't like. I'm considered middle class, but why? I don't make that much money. But because I can do some of these things, I'm glad I did look at this definition because that's stupid, man. So basically, if you're financially sound, if you understand your microeconomics of your household, you're middle class. Because it's really just a mindset. So there's not even a number. I thought there was at least a number for middle class. Learn something new every day. Learn something new every day. This game is so rigged. Okay, yeah, it's just social economic hierarchy. In Western cultures, persons in the middle class tend to have higher proportion of college degrees than those in the working class, have more income available for consumption, and may own property. So I'm middle class. I don't make middle. I don't. So there's no numbers. Those in middle class often are employed as professional managers and civil servants. This is fucking stupid, man. Okay, damn, here goes numbers. Okay, so different income barometers describe the middle class as having income from 50,000 to 150,000, or in some instances, 42,000 to 125,000. Other measures of middle class set the upper income market at 250,000. What? So you're trying to say anything over $300,000 is upper class? That don't even sound right, because guess what? Those could be your brokers of people. They just have a higher income, but because they're not financially sound, because they are frivolous with their money, and they'll waste it and spend it on a bunch of unnecessary shit, like having 5 or 6 cars or something like that. We only need 1 or 2, right? Having a yacht, having skis or something like that. Like, so, and they could be on tons of debt. You see how none of these definitions make sense? They're not. I don't even know what to say about them. Like, they're not even financially sound as far as the definition of this. But you see, it keeps throwing social, meaning just a social construct, just something that people are just making up. It's something that people are making up. Like 50 to 150,000, 42,000. Wow. Oh, these numbers are, well, 125,000, huh? Huh. But I guess that the definition keeps changing over the time frame. So maybe since I was a kid, it's changed a lot, but I mean, not that much, man. I've been paying attention to it even as an adult. And really, for majority of my adult life, I've been pretty much been middle class. Even my parents growing, as far as growing up, at a certain point in time, by the time I got to a certain age, we were middle class. But really, just being financially sound, making sure the way you spend your money, you don't spend money. We don't go out and buy $100 of shoes to go play and stuff, or whatever, or run around. I'm gonna go to Marshalls, I'm gonna go to Ross, or I'm gonna get these aftermarket shoes or whatever, something like that. Like, or I'm gonna go to Nike outlet or something like that, and then catch you on a discount price, or catch a sale. Like, buy a lot of stuff on sale. Even at the grocery store, I go to Publix stuff. I'm still getting. I might be organic stuff, but they have sales. Buy two, get this. Like, you saving a couple dollars, something like that. Like, I don't drive around that much. I got a decent gas efficient vehicle. It's a small. I got Chevy Trax. Like that's not a cool looking car. I got that shit because I got carrying kids around, groceries and stuff, other kids, and then, like, so really, middle class is a mindset. It's really your micro. How good are you at your microeconomics? That really determines the middle class. Your debt to income ratio. This shit is stupid. Now I think about it, man. Fuck. I never looked. I never really. I probably looked up the definition before. Let's see. Let's see what this is. This is from Finance, Yahoo, or Yahoo Finance. Excuse me. See what definition they have. This is from October 2020. So it goes by state what's considered middle class. Okay. Well, I'm in Florida. Let's see where's Florida at. That's Montana. So, 3-person family middle class income range from 47, pretty much 48,000 to 143,000. I didn't. To me, you're wealthy if you're a millionaire. I mean, personally, like, I don't. Actually, that's why I always thought I was being wealthy. But really, You could be debt free and be middle class, or you could be financially free, financial freedom if you're middle class. In my opinion, because and say I'm making 150,000 a year, but my card is paid off. My mortgage is about $1,000 a month. I already have insurance, which is end up being like another $100 a month. My credit cards are paid off. I don't use credit cards. I save up to buy big spenders, but I already have my card. My card's already paid off. So outside of that, what other big spending will I do? Vacation. Vacation costs about $1,000, man. Depending on where you're doing, you go take a vacation by yourself somewhere far. It costs about they cost me like $1,500. I think I spent $2,000 altogether, less than $2,000. I think I spent anywhere between $1,500 to $2,000 to go to London by myself. I stayed there for a week. I stayed in a hotel that had food, had breakfast at least. So I made sure I ate breakfast before I left, and then so I might have ate once, maybe twice when I was out. And I chose places that I knew prices weren't going to be too much or whatever. Uh, I took public transportation around the city. Hell, I often walked, like, and I still did a tour because I went and seen. Yeah, I did a tour where I seen Stonehenge and then I seen the Roman bath and all this stuff, and the tour was like $130. If another person was with me, if it was another adult, then I could have split my cost right there. I could have saved money. If I'd have took my kids with me, I probably would have spent like $2,500, right? That's about it, man. That's like that's hell. Some people you just throw down the credit card and then pay it off, which I think I kind of did, and I was able to pay it in full, and I just chose not to. But that's being financially sound is really what it's about. So your income is really not the point, because you can get if you can get over $40,000 a year and stuff, you're pretty decent. Even if you're in a family of four, because you have two, say you have two adults, and you both of y'all bring around 25,000 a year or whatever, and you have two kids. Obviously, as you continue to get older and older, you're gonna make money. But what if you sit there and invest your money and stuff, right? If you invest your money, and then now instead of your money just sitting in savings, you took some money in savings for emergency expenses, as far as your car breaks down, maintenance in the house or apartment wherever you're at. And then also, shit, if you're in an apartment, then you got a renter. You got the landlord takes care of that or whatever, as far as the property maintenance. But then maybe say you have shit, that's pretty much it, because your medical insurance already covers that stuff. And medical insurance, you're paying for that. But the whole point is if something bad happens, if you keep yourself healthy, you don't have to worry about it, right? You pay if you eat less out and get more. If you spend about a couple $100 a month on groceries, guess what? You're not eating out, so you're saving money there, right? And then the money you have for entertainment, you can budget that. And then entertainment doesn't necessarily be nothing big. Let's say you go to the movie or something like that, once a month. There you go. But then you go to a place like Cinemark, has a movie program, so you get movie tickets and stuff. You get some type of a rewards program. Look how hard. Look, it's not that hard, bro. It's not that hard. But see, things like this is not taught in school. And guess what? It probably shouldn't be taught. We shouldn't expect these to be taught in school. Really, when it comes down to it, you shouldn't expect these to be taught in school, because this goes upon the family structure. Because these are things I learned from my mother and my father growing up. My father was like, hey, we ain't buying these expensive ass Jordan stuff. You're going to wear these because you're going to destroy your shoes. So we're going to go to this Nike outlet. We're going to get these and stuff. You got to make sure you take care of your shoes. My father was the one that showed me how to clean my shoes and stuff. Hey, this is how you clean your shoes. This is how you take care of yourself. The family structure. And sometimes, and I mean, it can still be two men. It can still be two women, whatever. But I think at least two people. Actually, I think max two adults should be in the household. I'm not really one for polygamists and stuff like that. I think max two adults, because it gives the children two perspective, and that middle perspective will be the child's perspective themselves. Because you never agree with both parents exactly at the same time, or one parent might say one thing, another parent says another thing, but here you are in the middle with your own perspective. So there you go. There's your universal law of polarity. I still threw that in there. one end, the other end, then you're somewhere in the middle, and you're universal law of rhythm, and you're swinging in between both ends of the spectrum. Because my mom showed me how to handle money well and stuff, and make good financial decisions and things like that, right? And you don't have to make that much money to live comfortably. It's not about being rich. It's about living comfortably. And that's the problem with a lot of things in America. We're constantly trying to have everybody be super wealthy. And we look down on the so-called poor, but it's like, nah, you just need to live comfortably. You need to be in a good situation, financially speaking. Long as you're not worried about where's your next dollar coming from and stuff, or you worry about how to get food on the table, that's okay. And even if you are doing that, the whole goal is not to be like that your whole entire life, your whole adult life. You might be. There's been times where I was in the military. The first paycheck I got when I got to Guam, that shit was $400 something. I was like, oh my god, what am I gonna do with this shit? I think that this is less than what I get at McDonald's. This is my mid-month paycheck. This is my paycheck on the 15th. I was like, oh my god, $400. What the fuck is wrong? Where's the rest of my money? Hey, Uncle Sam, where's the rest of my money at, guy? Hey, this something ain't right here, man. You tell me I make this much? What the fuck I'm supposed to do with this? But at the same time, guess what? I had a place to sleep, right? I stayed in the dorms, had a place to eat. Walked my ass across the street to the dive facility. Also, places where I worked at anyway. So there you go. So my shelter and my food is taken care of. I mean, yeah, you gotta do shit for the government, but hey, if you go in, I went on the premises knowing what I was doing. I knew I was gonna be put in a situation where I wouldn't necessarily agree with certain things. I don't even agree with none of the wars that the government does and stuff, but I never served anything directly, right? I never had to be in direct combat. That was the whole point. I didn't want to be in direct combat. If anything, I want to be indirectly, far as close enough I want to be was intelligence, but that was really more because I just crave knowledge. I just crave knowing shit that I didn't know before, really. So, but I never went down that route, mainly because of my own children. I don't want to put myself in those situations where I'm gone all the time and stuff. I want to be there for my kids. But like there's this thing. So this part too. Like I'm like, you are gonna join the military. That's why I joined, because hey, I ain't joined because you get some people base training like, oh, I joined because shut the fuck up. I care about my country. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. You joined because you wanted some money in your pocket, right? You joined because you're running away from something, because you was a bad area or something like that, or you want to move out of your parents' house, whatever the case may be. But you wanted some money in your pocket. I don't know, and there's nothing wrong with that. We have like everyone has to do all these, be a military person or be a police officer or a nurse. We're on the premise that everybody has to do all these things for so-called heroic reasons. No, man, you get paid, man. We're all out here trying to do the number one thing: survive. That's it. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. Some of us play the game differently. That's all it comes down to. But the game is called survive. Now, how you go about surviving, that's all depends on you. But for me, the way I play the simulation, I got my certain rules and values and standards and things that I try not to break, because that's how I want to play the game. I play the game in this manner. Some of us play the game in a different manner. That's your opinion. That's how you do it, though. But as I look at these numbers, I'm like, it doesn't even matter, man. It doesn't even matter. Other than the fact that the government is trying to wipe this shit out. I feel like this shit should be way bigger. I feel like it should be 50 to or like 40. Actually, I thought it was 35. I think when I was a kid, it was 30. Actually, yeah. When I was a kid, it was about, I think even when I graduated, I'm pretty sure it was like $35,000. So this is 2005. Damn, I shouldn't have said that out loud. That sounds horrible when I think about it. That sounds like a long time ago. It's 2021. We're not going to talk about that, though. So when I graduated high school in 2005, I think it was like 35,000, 40,000. You were middle class. I think when I was younger, I think it was like 30,000. Right now it's like 40,000, 70,000 some places. Come on, man. That's the dollar is going down. You're watching the decline of the U.S. dollar. You're watching the decline financial markets. All this shit just crashing, man. Because one, it's a Ponzi scheme. It's all fake anyways, right? It's all fake money. It's all making up shit. Why the fuck I can't find Florida on here? I must skip past it. I don't know why it's ranking in a certain way. I don't know why it's like that. Let's see. Oh, is it in alphabetical order? I guess it is. It didn't feel like it was in alphabetical order. Oh, well, I'm a fucking genius, right? What an idiot. Here we go. Okay, so Florida, for a two-person family, middle class income ranges $39,789.96 to $118,776. That's a good decent span. Three-person family middle class income ranges. But see, this is I think it's on the premise of two adults, right? I think it's on the premise of two adults, and it's for 43,000 to 129,000. I wanted to say I think it's on the premise of two adults. Tell me how much two, three, or four person families. Yeah. It just says that. And then you have a lot of people too living in the homes together as well. Let me get back to this article because I went all over the place. So when it talks about wealthy and stuff, obviously, so now we see the numbers and to put in the context because I'm glad I did look that up because that applies context because I don't know if this article says it eventually, but when it's talking, it just says wealthy. But what is wealthy? So pretty much anyone over $200,000. And I think I seen with the comment section of one of the posts on Twitter. I think it was kind of talking about this. It was people were saying because it was like, oh, they're only gonna tax people over $400,000. The fact that people are okay with people who, and this is B too because part of me for why I got sucked into that kind of propaganda of fuck the 1%, tax all these people, take the money from them and stuff. I got sucked into that as well, and I had to check myself over the past few years because I'm like, you know what? Why am I getting mad at these people for making their money? Because isn't that the goal? I would want to be in that position, not necessarily that much money, but I would want to be in a comfortable position and say I make over $200,000 now, I'm being taxed out my ass. And it's like, whoa, I thought the whole point was to make money. Now you want to take my shit away because what? So you can understand this is not redistribution of wealth in the manner in which they think. And that's why the whole point I want to illustrate with this American Families Plan. This is how government works, right? This is how shady people work. They come off as being nice, but they're not actually being nice. They're just pretending to be. And during my military career, it was 12 years, I seen the most fakest people in my life. I seen the most fakest people in my life. Didn't matter if they're enlisted, didn't matter if they're an officer, didn't matter if they're a civilian. I seen the most fake people in my life. People literally stand up there and act like they care about you. Oh, we all care about you. We're one big family. I'm like, well, you're lying. Like, I know you guys don't, during meetings and stuff where throughout my career, but I know you guys don't think we care about each other. We want to be a family we care about. I'm looking like, man, shut the fuck up. Like, and see, there's nothing wrong with that. I don't expect the stranger to care about me, man. I don't expect the stranger to care about me to that extent of a personalization. Now, maybe you might care about me that you don't want to see me die, but I don't expect you to take a bullet for me or anything like that. Right? I don't expect you to take a pay cut just to put money in my pocket. I don't expect that because you got your own priorities, right? You got your own family members and people that you're trying to take care of. So the only thing I could do is try to take care of myself as well. And see, and that's part of capitalism. That's part of free market where, hey, if you're willing to put in the work, the time and effort and be smart about this, you too can get to a certain position. That's the whole point of America, right? Not this handout shit. Not this handout shit. Not this, oh, let me tax the wealthy. Well, if they did the grind and did the things they need to do and put themselves in a position to make money, now they gotta be penalized? That's not fair. Like, look at it from their perspective. That's not cool at all, man. It's really fucked up. So, are we gonna pay for these things? That's literal by the way, that's literal communism. It's literal communism, literal socialism, where Marxism, wherever the fuck you want to call it. It doesn't matter. It's statism. It's not free market. It's not capitalism. That's you're redistributing wealth, but it's not going to the so-called powers I can't think of the word right now. those the unfortunate. There we go. Whew, I can't think of that. So if we're not talking about that, right? We're not talking about going to those type of people. No, they don't. They don't. What they're doing is funding these government plans. They're funding the government. All that money's gonna go to the federal government. You wanna know why? Because I don't know. Look at Cuba. Look at Venezuela. There's other countries throughout modern history, throughout recent history, over the past decades, going back to the 80s and 90s. You can see where the same verbiage and the same type of words were being used and the same type of propaganda was being put out there. Why think so many people? Why think Miami turned red and stuff with voting for Trump and stuff? Because those people come from Venezuela, Cuba, stuff like that. Like they see this shit. Like I escaped communism, or their grandparents, or uncles, or whatever, and aunts, stuff like that. Escaped communism. They see the writing on the wall. It's like we already went through this shit. You got me fucked up. You think I'm finna go through this shit again? And see, that also tied to another reason why I wanted to vote for Trump. And I don't think my vote count, right? But it's like, hey, I don't know. I don't even like this whole government system at all, too. But hey, I might just play the game for a little bit right now, just to kind of put it out there, because I don't know what to do. Like, I don't know what to do, other than do some shit that's not really legal. Other than because the real thing I really want to do, raise everybody's consciousness around the world, particularly in America first. We all should be, if we're gonna play this fake ass money game, right? If we're gonna play this shit, then at least play it to a point where we all get an opportunity, because everything's not gonna be equal. I know this whole thing, equal versus equity, all the other stuff, but no, it's like the same way I told my son. He was like, "Oh, it seems like you treat her a little bit better, a little different." It's like, well, you guys are two different people. I was like, and you're not. She doesn't do the same shit that you do. She does different shit, and I get on her about it. But you do the same shit over and over and over. So I had to get on you all the time. That's why. So focus on what you can do as an individual, because that's how I'm going to treat you as an individual. And see, I had to go ahead and crush that false illusion of, oh, I want to be treated, we all should be treated the same and fair and equal. It sounds nice, and I get it, but it's not actually what we're talking about, right? Because when it comes down to how you really treating someone on a personal level, that's a personalized relationship between two individuals, based on those two individuals. So it can never be exactly equal as to you in another personal relationship with another individual, because we're all not the same. So we're all not the same, then we all thus cannot be equal. And guess what? We all don't need to be equal, because as a species collectively, in order for us to expand our consciousness and evolve and grow, well, we need all these different perspectives. So you're gonna have to have your people that so-called don't succeed in life, or don't have the wealth, or material, financial wealth rather, but they might be wealthy in other ways. Just because you got tons of money doesn't make you happy. We say that shit all the time. Whether they would actually kill themselves or not, people that like celebrities, these athletes, all that, they still struggle with mental issues. How you got all this money and stuff, but you still got issues? Oh, you mean money don't buy happiness? No, it might get you some. It might get you some material things, but that's about it. I mean, if you find value in those material things, then yeah. But what? I want an Xbox, and $500. Guess what? I had that money ready and set aside somewhere in some form or manner 2 years before the Xbox Series X came out. How hard? Like, is it really that hard? Or does it just take time, patience, and commitment? That's pretty much what it is, right? And that's not everybody. Now, everybody has the patience to do these things financially. Now, everybody has the commitment to stay on task, to make sure that you're spending your money wisely and stuff, that you don't start to splurge and stuff, that you don't get that kind of I want to say emotion, where you get that emotion where you just want to spend money and stuff, where like, hey, we're not all built the same, because we're all on our own individual journey anyways. Like the journey that you're on in your life is not the same as mine. So we can't all be exactly treated the same, but at the same time, what way do I need to treat you other than to respect you as an individual, as a human being? So as you have all this You got to put that in perspective. Yeah, you're taxing the wealthy, but hey, these are still people that you're taxing. These are still people with kids and stuff. You don't know, and they might be wealthy, but just like that lady from Black Lives Matter, I forget her name and stuff. I did one of the podcast episodes about as far as her not spending the money on Black Lives stuff, but you're talking about I'm buying these homes, so I'm taking care of my families. All right, well, take that perspective. So you're taxing someone in her tax bracket, or her income bracket, right? Because she's not considered middle class because she's over $400,000 or whatever the case may be. But she's also taking care of her family members. So what if she's really only bringing in $100,000 a year for herself, and because she's giving out money to family members and whoever else? You don't know where people's money actually go. I mean, the government tries to, but for the most part, not for the most part. I mean, they don't have an exact number of where all your money goes to. I know sometimes my bank be a little surprised, like, hey, where does money come from? It's like, hey, mind your goddamn business. Ain't gonna put a hold. Oh, we're gonna put a security deposit because you're depositing. You gotta put a security hold on your deposit. It's a little big amount of money. You know, like I transferred over $1,500, I think, from PayPal to my bank account. I think it was PayPal or my bank account one. I think it was PayPal though. Put a security hold on it. Like, whoa, I'm sorry, that was my fucking money. Are you trying to figure out where I got this from? That's what all it is. The government, somebody, probably the government, is trying to check. Hey, where does this guy get his money from? It's cryptocurrency. Hey, it ain't my fault. You guys got the markets and stuff. I'm just trying to play the game you guys playing. That's all. I'm trying to be like Elon Musk with Tesla and stuff. Bringing in income through Bitcoin instead of selling actual cars. What the fuck, man? That's what I'm trying to do. I'm playing that game. Don't get mad at me. You gotta try to figure out how to play the game. It's self-taught, right? So you gotta look at it from the perspective too of those so-called wealthy individuals, because what happens when you strive and you get to that point where you are one of those wealthy individuals, where you're no longer considered middle class because you're making $200,000 a year, and then your spouse or whatever is bringing in another $50,000 a year, $60,000. Now y'all push $300,000. Now it's like, oh shit, why are we getting taxed out the ass? Like we worked our ass off for this, right? That's fucked up, man. So just the premise itself of taxing the wealth is fucked up. And it says American Families Plan. That's why I say it does not care about America, right? It cares about United States corporation. That's what it cares about. That little fake entity in Washington, D.C. that's trying to become a state. That little fake ass place. That's what this is for. But it's not about American families, because you are literally hurting American families when you tax the wealth. Plain and simple, man. Whether you like it or not. And that's something I had to come to terms with over the past couple of years myself. And like, you know what, this ain't, if I don't like it on this level, on this perspective, I shouldn't like it on the other perspective. Because if it's fucked up here, then it's probably fucked up there. So if it's fucked up on the poor, then it's fucked up on the rich as well. And it says the president will pitch his proposal on Wednesday night in his first big speech to Congress. First big speech? It's fucking May, bro. Damn near May. Still ain't no president anyways. Making an appeal directly to voters in a prime time State of the Union like a... They still won't call his address State of the Union. That's why, don't get mad at me when I say, don't get mad at me, YouTube, when I say he's not a president. I mean, has he had an official State of the Union? I thought presidents have State of the Unions, but it's just a State of the Union like address. Are we in the middle of a pandemic? Shouldn't have been the first thing he done would be an official State of the Union address for his so-called citizens in which he represents, because, you know, he's supposedly the legitimate president. Don't get mad at me, YouTube, because I point out, you know, little oddities that keep circulating that's blatantly in my face. It's not my fault. The article says State of the Union like address. What the fuck does that mean? You're the president of the United States and you're addressing Congress. Is that not State of the Union? Whatever, man. It says likely Biden's previously unveiled $2.3 trillion package. However, God, that's $2.3 trillion? I thought that was like a 1.9. God damn, bro. You know they're gonna raise taxes all over the place to pay for this. Just because they tax the wealthy doesn't. No, the wealthy guy counts to make sure they get out of taxes and shit. Or by now they should know how to get out of taxes anyways. It's gonna hurt everybody. I said I seen on comments on Twitter, it went from 400,000 to 200,000 that they're gonna tax the wealthy. They ain't gonna do it, but keep changing because the whole social economic category of middle class, as we just saw in the definition, doesn't mean shit. It's just made up. It's just made up. So they just keep dropping that lower and lower. Next thing they'll be 100,000. So you take your registered nurse and your police officer, their combined income, family of four, uh, uh, two adults married, two kids, and now you have income over $100,000, and they're considered upper class. But that's working class, right? Right? You can I can easily take a job overseas being a contractor and makes 50, actually probably make 80, $90,000 a year. Actually, I know I can because those offers are always there for vets. And I can go over there and do food. Because while I was over there, somebody was just doing shit I normally do, ordering food, inventory, accounting, stuff like that, making a good amount of money. I could easily do that. Whether it's not Afghanistan or somewhere else, where all those 200 some places that the United States got military bases around the world and shit. I can easily do that. Makes 70, 80, 90,000 for a family of three. I'm pushing it, right? I'm pushing it. Next thing I know, I'm upper class. Guess what though? I wouldn't get taxed. I'm not in the United States, so all that shit would be tax free. That's how you get away with some shit, man. Right there. That's how you get away with some shit right there. See, loopholes is that easy. I always thought it was like, if I ever really need money, I could just suck it up for a year. Even medically speaking with my issues, I could suck it up for a year. Might shave a couple years off my overall lifespan, but I can suck it up for a year or so. But obviously, it's not worth the money because I'm not gonna leave my kids like that. But if I had to, I can always do that. Hell, I can be security. Doesn't matter. Hell, the money might be even more now because it was. I just said that number because when I looked into it years ago, like 3, 4 years ago, I know people that have done that stuff too. But as they say, this is about families. You're literally not worried about American families because you're trying to take money from those who just because they have a high income doesn't mean they're rich. Doesn't mean they're in financial freedom status. You don't know what debt they have. You don't know what family members they're taking care of. Because just because they might be helping out someone doesn't mean necessarily they're a dependent. And if they are, well, guess what? They're gonna find a way to put them on their taxes if they're smart about it. So it says this is supposed to fund these major elements of the family's plan. This is supposed, I guess, it's supposed to fund this. So childcare, one of the largest efforts in the plan. The White House is proposing $225 billion to make childcare more affordable. How do you make childcare more affordable? You're trying to, no, man. You're trying to literally have the state be in charge of childcare. I mean, you already got public schools. That's pretty much right there. So, and then you have your local. What about your local families and stuff like that? Local businesses that do their own daycare programs and different things like that. What about those people? Nope. 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 I mean, that's childcare right there. How come that's not affordable childcare? It says families would pay a. Whoa. Hold on, let me read this again. One of the largest efforts in the plan, the White House is proposing $225 billion to make childcare more affordable. Families would pay a portion of their income base on a sliding scale. The plans also funds training for childcare workers. So you're going to tax the wealthy to fund this program initially, but then families would have to pay a portion of their income based on a sliding scale. So now they're forcing you into childcare. They're forcing you into paying for childcare programs, even though you might not use childcare program. And see, the detail is going to be sketchy because what happens when you say that you only have to pay into it if you use it. Well, say you're paying into it because you want childcare for the summer. But why would you need to pay for childcare for the summer when you just throw them in a summer camp? Right? Like 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 there's something going on with this, right? like Let's say, are we talking about child? It just says childcare. Are we talking about preschool? Right? Are we talking about what are we talking about here? Are we talking about kids under 5? Because at that, then they're in school for the most part, right? Like, see, I already got a bunch of questions. I already got a bunch of questions, and I know you're thinking, and I'm thinking the same thing because that's what we hope. We hope these details of these questions will be ironed out in the proposal. But to me, this just seems like it seems like just taking people's money. If you're gonna tax the wealth to fund this whole proposal, but then families will pay a portion of their income. So everyone got to cough up money to go to the government. You really think they're gonna audit these programs? They don't. They don't even audit the Department of Defense, right? They never audited the Federal Reserve. You never heard of a black budget for the United States government? You think all these alphabet agencies? You think they really being audited? You don't think they got their own separate budgets they don't talk about? Oh, come on, man. This shit's not gonna. That money's gonna go all over the fucking place. $225 billion. That shit's gonna go all types of different things. It'll be and you're talking about state-funded childcare. Guess what? They're gonna propagandize the shit out of your children, even more so than in public school. They're gonna be spewing it with all types of critical race theory, transgender stuff like that, teachings and all that other stuff. You know, the fact that they're gonna throw out 50 million different genders and shit like that. They're gonna take science and rip that shit up and spit it out and rephrase it to something else and give it this and say, oh look, this is science now. They're gonna shit all over any type of logic. It'll be nothing but propaganda, brainwashing shit for childcare. Oh my, okay. Then it has universal pre-kindergarten. Oh my God. Biden campaign on this pledge, aiming to provide instruction to all 3 to 4-year-olds. So, is that separate? The cost of universal instruction is estimated at $200 billion. This is straight propaganda, man. This is indoctrinating the youth. It has nothing to do about American families, bro. It has nothing to do about American families. And I don't want to spend too much time. I want to hit the other topic. And I want to keep this episode under 2 hours. But this, I know we will talk about more often too over the next week or so as more detail, especially after tomorrow night. I'll probably touch on it a little bit more tomorrow's episode, because this is straight bullshit right here, man. Excuse me, this is straight bullshit right here. You're gonna have a child care. So right there, I didn't even pay attention to it. I didn't even look that far down as I was reading it. So you're gonna have universal pre-kindergarten. So pre-K, right? So pre-K, 3 to 4-year-olds. I like how they're saying universal. What they really mean is federal. They're meaning federally funded, federally mandated. That's what they're calling it, universal. Like universal healthcare, no, it's federal mandated. All the people talking about Obamacare and stuff and things like that, I never even paid attention to because I was in the military. I was like, fuck it, not my problem. I was like, oh, it sounds like a good idea, because exactly, it sounds like a good idea. It sounds good because it feels like, oh yeah, we should do this, stuff like that. But no, man, no, because financially speaking, the past few years I've been studying more economics and more finance and stuff like that. This shit don't make no sense from a financial standpoint. You're better off just using your own money to pay for this shit in a free market capital society where the markets decide, and the markets are we, the buyers. We, the people that spend the money. We determine what gets big and what doesn't based on how we spend it. Even though some of these corporations and associations with governments through their government contract stuff, they also get propped up. Your Walmarts, your Amazons, I talked about before, your Microsoft, your IBMs through their government contracts. Lockheed Martin, they get a lot of money because and they're not gonna get taxed, right? Because they don't get a discount because they have the government contracts. But so you have $225 billion for childcare, $200 billion for pre-K. How come pre-K and childcare are not the same fucking thing? So childcare must apply for older kids as as opposed to just pre-K. But if you needed childcare, why does it need to be a federally funded program when you're gonna do that shit anyways on your own? You're already gonna pay a portion of your income tax, a portion of your income, excuse me, for childcare anyways. Why you need a government to mandate that? Why you need some motherfucker that you'll never meet, that you'll never talk to, that will never know you personally, will never fucking ever know your name? Why do you need them to make financial decisions for you on how you're gonna pay for your childcare for your children? You're inviting strangers into your home to basically tell you what to do with your own money. And money is one of the most personal things we have in a society, in a monetary society. Money is one of the most personal things. So many times my parents still tell me this day, hey, we'll talk about money. We'll talk about the money, right? You get a new car or something like that, yeah, we don't talk about that. Oh, you got a new car? Yeah, yeah. How much you spend on that? Yeah, don't worry about that. We don't talk even amongst ourselves, in between my sister and my parents and stuff like that. Obviously not my little brother, but even my sister and stuff like that, like my family members, hell, even my kids sometimes, like, oh dad, but hey, whoa, no, hey, don't ask me how much money I got. I ask them how much money they got sometimes just to keep an idea and help them track it and stuff. But even then, I'm like, hey, well, dad, I got whoa. I'm like, hey, don't tell me how much money you got. That's your business, man. That's your business. That's your money you get from family members, from relatives, stuff like that, for your birthday, for Christmas, stuff like that. Like, that's your business. You keep track of your money. That's a personal thing, man. I didn't understand it that much when I was a kid, but as I go, I was like, oh, because the second you tell somebody how much money you got, guess what they're doing? They're calculating your money for you. Like, oh man, what you talking about? He broke, but I know he made X amount of dollars, blah, 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 blah. And he only paid this much in bills and stuff like that, so he should have money. What do you mean he can't go have dinner, can't go have lunch? Talking about he broke. He ain't broke. I know how much money he got. See, that's personal. You don't even know how much money I got. You don't even know how much money I got. And the fact that the funny thing, you can literally look at how much money I make. If you pay attention to when I talk, I speak, but nobody pays attention, so I think it's funny. But the thing is though, money is personal, and yet when you allow the government to come into your household and tell you, hey, you need to have your child in pre-K. No, I don't want him in pre-K. No, we have a universal federal funded program for pre-K. So your child is 3 or 4 years old, they gotta be in this. Well, can I opt out of it? No, you can't. Well, just like Obamacare, yeah, you can opt out of it, but you're gonna have to pay this fee to opt out. You want me to pay a fee to opt out of something that I don't need to be in anyways? And if I was in, I still have to pay a fee. It's just a little bit less. So either way, you're trying to take money from me. How is that not robbery? Right? That's literal strong arm. That's literal strong arm. Like that's like a mob tactic, forcing you to pay something even though you're not gonna use it. So if you're not gonna use it, they're gonna force you to pay for it. Right? And if you do use it, you're gonna have to pay for it. Just a little bit less. So either way, you're fucking screwed. I'm sorry, I thought it was America. I thought it was a free society. No, man, they're trying to control people, man. This should not be none of the government's fucking business. Child care, financial capitalistic market. Pre-K, financial capitalistic market. Plain and simple, because usually you pay for child care, but you just call it pre-K. This is what my kids did. Hell, in Montana, the CDC Child Development Center, that's the CDC I recognized first. The CDC on base, the military, Air Force base rather, Child Development Center, that's a little private school, man. I was paying like $900 a month. $900 a month. $900 a month. Because I was pulling my income and my ex-wife's income. And after we got divorced, I kept going over there like, hey, man, we're not together no more. Y'all need to cut this shit down. I think I knocked it down a couple $100, still paying like $500 a month, something like that. My income was the more larger income. I'm sitting like, well, damn, I'm paying y'all child. When I say this is how the government works, I'm talking from literal experience. So I had to pay $900 a month, and it was income based. And the income I had for me and my ex-wife at the time was pushing 80, 90,000 a year, right? Guess what? That's working middle class people. I'm in the military. I think she was a manager at a department store. That's literal working class people, right? Middle class, which I guess is considered middle class, right? But that's working class. I'm working 9, 10 hours a day. She's working 9, 10 hours a day, wherever the case may be, right? The CDC, the Child Development Center on base, it was income based as far as how you pay it. So it wasn't about your rank. It was about how much you made and stuff, and it capped out a certain part. We just barely was under the amount that we cap out at, but we had to pay $900 a month. I was paying it $900 a month, and then we were divorced. It knocked me down a couple $100. And the CDC was open from 6 to I think it was like 6 a.m. or no, it was 6:30 to about 6. Yeah, I think it was 12 hours, 6:30 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. And if it was exercise, they might open up an hour earlier. But guess what? Your child can only be there for 10 hours. Anything past 10 hours, you had to pay extra. So there was times where I had cut it close and I was past 10 hours, 30 minutes over, bam, I had to pay extra. This is on a military infrastructure in the Air Force, military base, supposed to be supporting military families, and I'm costing them $900 a fucking month for childcare, knowing goddamn well somebody got to take care of my kids because I'm off at fucking work. And my spouse wants to do something with her life, and she wants to get out of the house and work too. Bam, here she goes. Now, and even it doesn't matter, man. It's childcare expenses. Now, if you're a single parent in the military, which I was, now I gotta pay childcare, and now I'm paying $400 or $500 a month in childcare, and I have to pay for something, right? Because my ex-wife has her own schedule and stuff like that. So the kids ain't in school yet, they caught you. This is how it works, man. It's not about the families, bro. It's not about the families. They don't give a fuck about families. It's about just taking people's money. Now, where that money goes, I don't fucking know. Because sometimes you look at a place, I'm like, hey, everybody coughing on money, and there's a waiting list to be on base, right? There's a waiting list for the CDC on base. You kind of felt like it was a private school, probably because you cough all this money. You want to feel like it's a private school. Like, I get they were teaching good things, and I'm sitting there thinking you better teach them good stuff because goddamn, I'm coughing on $900 a month. Shit, I need to see my money's worth. This is a fucking investment. Like, this is bad, man. I had some friends that would go off base. They're like, man, this stuff on base costs way too much money. I think I had a friend. I think she had a couple I knew. I think they started their own daycare and stuff. But the shit on base was too much, man. Too much. But I tell you, when I say I know how the government operates, the military, man, they do this. It's the government. They do the same premise. It's under the same premise. They do the same thing, the same mindset. They do shit that sounds like it's nice and that they're helping out, but they're not helping out. They're just taking money. They're just taking money. It's like, oh, well, the money goes to this, the money goes to that. And it's like, oh, these kids ain't eating no luxury meals and stuff. I don't see no organic cooking back there. I don't see no straight fucking farm in the back that you guys are going back there, killing the chickens and doing all the shit and everything, and they're eating fresh organic food. No, man. You're just getting the food from wherever. You got your little kitchen and stuff. It's probably, actually, I know where the food comes from because it's the same shit that's delivered to the DFAC on base. It's all government contracted, ice and chicken and shit like that. Like, it's all the same, man. So it ain't like they get nothing better, nothing special. I mean, the room's still basic, just like any other daycare, right? I don't see them. Like, come on, man. So where's the money going? They'll never tell you. I wouldn't say the salaries, but I mean, yeah, they were GS workers too, so they were getting paid decent money. If you were a GS worker, not all of them were GS workers though. Paid family leave. Biden during the campaign said he wanted 12 weeks of paid family and medical leave. This would cost $225 million. $225 billion. Why? I was like, oh man, we're all getting paid 12 weeks of leave and stuff. Wherever we're having kids or wherever it happens, stuff like that. That falls on the company and the business that you work for, right? That's what it comes down to. It's not something that should be federally allocated and taken away. Trust me, I don't care what tax bracket you're in. You're going to be taxed for this. They're going to find some way to get money from everybody for it. $1.8 trillion. There's only like so many hundred millionaires. Oh, fuck, man. This free community college. 2 years of free community college at a proposed cost of $109 billion. You know what will save you money on community college? If the last 2 years of high school, you'll stop all that extra bullshit that you have kids relearn. Relearn? Yeah, whatever. Learn again. Because, there's a lot of pointless classes throughout your 13 years of school from kindergarten to 12th grade. To me, kindergarten to 12th grade, and yet after that, you still need to go to 4 years of college. It's kind of pointless, right? I think your first 2 years of college, I think it's kind of have a European format where you graduate at 16, and other parts around the world, like you graduate at 16, high school, and then you start your upper education. And fuck a free community college, but how about trade school, right? Now everybody needs to go to college. I mean, we got a lot of pointless fucking degrees they keep coming up with. Everybody needs to go to college, man. To be honest with you, economics degree is kind of pointless. Everybody should understand the concept of money and economy anyways. But not everybody, this fucking ad go away. Not everybody needs to go to college. And then 2 years of free, there's a one point in time where I was like, oh yeah, we need to have free community college, stuff like that. But it was my lack of understanding when we talk about economics and money. Because it's like, wait a minute, why? Why do that when you can actually already get 2 years of free community college if you take college classes while you're in high school? I know the state of Florida offers that. I'm sure other states offer that as well. You can have your high school classes. I'm gonna do that with my kids. I'm gonna have them take college classes in high school. That way they can knock out those first 2 years of college. Because really, your first 2 years of college in the traditional four-year school is the same shit you already learned, just more on a college level, which is still ain't nothing fucking new. You're just being more descriptive about the information you learn. So you can sit there and write papers. College is so fucking stupid, man. The concept of college is stupid. Like, if I didn't have my GI Bill, I would have never went to college. In fact, that literally was my whole goal, not to go to college. Because it's stupid. Because they're wasting people's time. Because it's Ponzi scheme. Ponzi scheme. Not all degrees are not. You don't need certain degrees for certain things. Like IT, you don't need a degree for that. IT is hands-on stuff. Information technology, that shit is hands-on. You learn hands-on applying to it and stuff. The school I went to, Kaiser University, the more hands-on training stuff where, hey, we're gonna look at these books, but we're gonna get on these programs and do these certain things. I went to Connecticut School of Broadcasting. I had people that were graduates from University of South Florida, University, I think Central Florida, some other colleges, community college, stuff like that. And it was like, yeah, I went to school for radio, I got this degree, but I still don't know anything. I don't know how to work none of the equipment, none of that stuff. I spent like I think 8 weeks, 16 weeks. No, that definitely sounds so long. I wouldn't do no shit like that. I think I spent like 8 weeks. Yeah, I think they had a 6 week. Yeah, they had a 16-week program, but I was like, nah, I'm gonna stick with the 18-week program or the 8-week program. Kind of like, yeah, whatever. Just give me my information because not all of us learn the same way. Some of us are able to pick up things a little bit faster. Basically, how we wrap our brains around it, pretty much. So you can learn stuff real fast. And that was my communication. So I have technical certificate in communication and media operations. Of course, my 12 years of military service, that's an associate degree in itself. Really, it should be a bachelor's, but that's an associate degree in itself, too. The best way to learn to me is hands-on. You sit in the classroom, because we're talking about, so when you go into college, your whole point is go to college to get a job. So you're talking about real-world applications. The best way to have real-world applications is to be on the fucking job learning. But see, things like that is not taught anymore. So a lot of people ain't learning no real actual skills. They're just being indoctrinated, even more so. And that's free community college, pure indoctrination. $109 billion, a waste of fucking money. And you're going to have your child's tax credit, Biden seeking to extend through 2025 and expand child's tax credit enacted through the $1.9 trillion COVID relief bill. You know what that means? More people are going to have kids so they can get more of a child tax credit. Because now you're looking for any type of tax break, right? He's like, shit, I just need a tax break, man. Hey, let's have another fucking kid. Another tax break. Cost of the plan and paying for it. The overall plan is made up of $1 trillion in new spending and $800 billion in tax credits. The plan would increase the capital gains tax to 39.6% from 20%. That's thousands upon thousands, and for some people, millions of dollars. Millions of dollars. You know what those people are gonna do? They're gonna fucking leave America. They're gonna leave America. They're gonna fucking hide their money somewhere else. I'll definitely put my shit in cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, something, whatever. I'm spending cryptocurrency. That way, as long as I don't transfer out to US dollar, I'll have to pay taxes because there's no capital gains on that. We talked about it before in one of the past episodes, one of the more recent ones. No capital gains tax on that. If I just spend it directly, you can't do nothing with it. I had to be careful because there's the money I put down for the house and stuff. I'm like, oh shit, goddamn, they better not try to tax my ass, man. I don't pay no taxes because my income is disability, VA pay, so I don't pay no taxes. I mean, not. Hey, don't cash out too much. I don't need nobody like, oh, well, we see that you did this, so you're supposed to pay taxes on it. Oh, man, fuck you, government. You already got enough, man. Also understand the government makes their money. They're raping and robbing other countries or stuff like that, man. So, they're getting their money from other countries anyways, right? They're getting money on the black market, right? They're doing that, right? And they're finding other ways to fund themselves. I mean, the CIA show you how to fund it, how they do their funding with the cocaine Contra, or Iran, is it Iran Contra? Where when they were doing their cocaine deals and stuff, look up Gary Webb. Look up Gary Webb. Then look up how Gary Webb died. And then make the connection to Arkansas with Bill Clinton. The government finds ways to make their money because you have your public budget that everyone knows about and so whatever, but you also have your non-disclosed budget. The shit you're not going to tell you where they get their money from. This is bullshit right here, man. And so it will also raise the top marginal tax rate to 39.6% for households making more than $1 million. So you're fucked. So now, look, this is how they're setting up a communist, socialist society in America, because there's no benefit in the way in which they have these tax plans rolling out for the wealthy, the so-called wealthy. Why the fuck would I want to be wealthy when you're clearly trying to make those people who are wealthy not as wealthy anymore? You're trying to cut their income. And I'm not incentivized no more to become wealthy because it seems like all the best things are for people who don't make that much money. You see how this is how it messes with you psychologically. Because now you're like, well, shit, I need to not make that much money. Stay on these government-funded programs and stuff like that. That way, I don't have to worry about being taxed or anything like that. And I'm sitting and living comfortably. But guess what? Now you're dependent on the government, and that's right where they want you, dependent on a centralized authority. So you no longer can make your own decision, the individual. Now you're part of the hive mind collective, and you're just sitting there being told what to do, how to think, how to walk, how to act. They're already telling you, hey, you can go to college because it's free. But guess what? That comes with stipulation. You're only going to be able to learn certain things that they want you to fucking learn. Hey, your child could be in childcare, but they're only going to be allowed to do certain things. Or when it comes to, I don't want my kids to get vaccinated for this. They don't need this vaccination. They're fine. We're good. They're like, no, well, they're going to this child care program. It's federally funded. They need this vaccination. Or my child only eats this. Or my child likes to eat meat. No. We got to cut back on the carbon and stuff and meat distribution. So your child can't eat no more meat. In fact, it's better for your child to be vegetarian. Well, I want my child to be vegetarian. Okay, well, you can feed them meat at home, but when it comes to this federally funded child care program, they're going to eat vegan style. That's what comes with this. This is how it works, bro. This is how they do shit, man. This is how they do shit. I'm telling you, it comes with all the extra stimulate. Those vaccinations I was talking about, I said I had to get my kids vaccinated. It was because of the government, because of the military. Because in order for them to go to in order for them to be on the CDC on base, and I need to be a CDC on base, I lived on base, I worked on base, I wasn't trying to go nowhere else, right? Economically, it made sense, but at the same time, I was getting ripped off. And at the same time, I did all that for convenience, but I also had my kids get extra shots that, depending on which state you're in, they don't have to get. because the federally vaccination requirement list is different than some state lists. So now my kids have, and I think it might be a one or two other shots that most people don't have, but I forget which one it is. I looked up before, cause I paid attention to shot records and saw what different discrepancy or what the difference was rather, in what they got and what was required by the state of Florida when we moved to Florida. And I wasn't doing the CDC on base, and I didn't live on base anymore. Even living on base, I kind of realized that was a ripoff, right? That was a ripoff. Because when it came time for help, I talked about before. If you check my podcast, I went over my whole military career. It's just 4 hours long. But if you're thinking about joining the military, that's just one of my perspective, or that's just a perspective, right? I still do it all over again if I had a chance to, but it came with the ups and downs. But hey, I am where I am in life, so it is what it is. But I talked about how like some of this shit in the military is just a ripoff, man. Yeah, they give you money for housing. Okay, you live on base. Yeah, they give you a infrastructure to live in and stuff. But when the flooding happened in my base and I was deployed, the first thing they said, "Oh, the people that are watching your house didn't take care of." I was like, one, the people watching my house weren't just so people. These are my friends too. They did what it was supposed to do. There's nothing you could do when it's negative 56 degrees outside and the pipes burst. That shit's probably gonna burst any fucking way, right? Oh, you didn't have heat on. I was like, how the fuck y'all know I didn't have heat on? Oh, we would have known if you didn't have heat on because of some sensor. So USA insurance, which ain't shit, they didn't cover it. And then the rental insurance stuff that was on the base, they didn't cover either. So I just lost out my furniture and shit. Lost out money. I was happy to come back and just still see that my Xbox and TV still work. Which I don't even know how. Sometimes I think about it like, damn, yeah. So I say the government is a fucked up place, man. I'm speaking from experience, man. These people do not care. They just say shit, bro. They do not care. They just say shit, man. All this shit is a setup because there's gonna be a whole bunch of stipulations that come with it. Like I said, I had to get the vaccination for my kids so they can go to CDC on base. I even try to avoid it. I just been like, I just wouldn't do it. I just wouldn't do it. And they're like, oh, you gotta do this, and they'll call you and stuff, and then they're like, oh, sorry, Jack, you gotta make sure you stay up on your vaccination for your kids. And it's like, bro, what the fuck is wrong with y'all, man? Why y'all want this shit so bad? Like, why is such a push for this shit? Like, God forbid if you don't get a vaccination, they're like you're just gonna fucking die. Like, to each their own, right? To each their own. If you want your children to get vaccinated, if you don't want them to get vaccinated, that's your business. That's your business. I'm not necessarily against vaccinations, but I'm being a lot more cautious recently, right? I'm being a lot more cautious recently, man. As the rise in autism goes up and stuff, and you know what? I'm gonna say that for a whole nother podcast. Like, I don't want to go down that route right now. Speaking of vaccination, though, and so you know that was a good transition, though, right? Right. Whoa, shit. Federal investigators raid former Trump lawyer Rudy Giuliani's New York apartment. I mean, it was about time they did it. he said a lot of shit in this past election and stuff. So I was wondering when they're gonna try to fuck with him. It's all probably fake charges, anyways, man. I'm not even gonna comment too much about it. I don't know anything about it. So here we have CNN.com with CNN Health. It says some experts say new CDC guidelines are too cautious. Here's why that matters with vaccine hesitancy. Vaccine hesitancy. It's funny because the fact that they whipped some shit up in the kitchen in a record time frame and you're a little cautious about it because it's never been done before, all of a sudden you're fucking conspiracy theory, you're super crazy, you're paranoid shit because you're a little cautious. Sorry if you're a little cautious, right? There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with some skepticism. Guess what? Skepticism will keep your ass alive too. If you're ever put in a stressful situation, be a little skeptical. Because that skepticism will keep your ass alive. It'll keep you fucking thinking. And you're not reacting by emotion. You're still being logical. Logic is under attack. Not the rapper, but logical thinking is under attack. Because the second you have a question, all of a sudden you're like, oh, how dare you have this question? You gotta trust what these people are saying. No. I don't gotta trust none of these motherfuckers. I don't know who they are. I need to think for myself. Before I even start all this, I'm just gonna say, fuck the CDC. Fuck the CDC. Let's see if it'll play. Don't play ad. Don't play ad. Don't play an ad. And it plays in that.
Everything.
Yeah, of course it plays in that. The Handmaid's Tale. I didn't know that shit was still on. I think I watched it for a little bit. I watched a couple episodes. That shit was boring as fuck, man. That shit was boring as fuck to me. I mean, it probably gets better and stuff, but yeah, whatever, man. Like this right here, it looks cool, but you gotta go through what 4 or 5 seasons to get some cool shit. I don't like shows like that. Are you done now? Can you stop? Can you stop? All right, here we go.
There are many situations where fully vaccinated people do not need to wear a mask, particularly if they are outdoors, as shown by the graphic on the right.
I'm gonna pause some of this so maybe I don't get no copyright claim. Fuck you, CNN. But still, the thing is with this. No, let me go back.
Situations where fully vaccinated people do not need to wear a mask.
There's so many situations where fully vaccinated people do not need to wear a mask. Check out my past podcast episode where I talked about the National Institute of Health. I forget what I titled the podcast though. There's a study published on the National Institute of Health.gov website and stuff like that, where it says masks don't work. Where in fact, not only do they work, they have an adverse effect on your health. And here these clowns coming out saying, "Oh no, fuck all that. It doesn't matter. There's times where you really need to go out and make sure you wear your mask." They're calling it guidance, but it's propaganda. They're trying to get you to go along with this bullshit because it's stupid. It's stupid. Like, I try to refrain from saying things are stupid, other than when I talk about the government, because the government, when I say stupid, the government literally will say stupid shit. I told you, politicians, people, government positions, they literally say stupid shit because it doesn't matter to them. They're not accountable for their words, and they have no responsibility for actions. They just gotta go up there and say some shit, and then they get off. That's it. And they collect their 100,000 plus. They better be taxed. They better be taxed. Right? They better be taxed. What happens? The government, military people, are they gonna be taxed? You gotta be fucked up if I'm like a 2-star general or something. I'm pulling over $100,000 a year and stuff without the extra benefits, and you tax me. You got me fucked up. You got me fucked up. That's just not happening. This is not happening, bro. If it is happening, guess what? Here's my retirement papers. I'm out. Get the fuck out of here.
Particularly if they are outdoors, as shown by the graphic on the right. If you are fully vaccinated.
Okay. I tried to show this thing to my daughter last night, but I'm pretty sure she was half asleep still, so I don't think she understood it. Yeah, she was like, whatever. I think in her mind, she's like, I ain't doing none of that shit. But I try to put in her perspective, like, look, even from a child's point of view, if you put yourself at a child's point of view, say you're 12, 13 years old, and your parents come at you and say, hey, you need to put this on all the time and stuff. You need to do this, do that, do that. Your first thought is, well, I ain't doing this shit. And then your second thought is, why do you want me to do this? And your third thought is like, I can't wait till I grow up so I ain't got to listen to your dumb ass. That's exactly how it goes, right? That's exactly how it goes, man. We all been there in the child perspective. And it's not you don't understand because you're a kid. It's not always the case, because sometimes we say some things that are overcautious because we're trying to be super protected. But you are responsible as a parent to take care of your children. And it's a fine line, it's a thin line where you're not trying to be too much overbearing and stuff, but you don't want to be under parenting as well. But that's different, right? Because that's a personal relationship. You personally know these people. Obviously, they're your children. You know which environment they grow up in and stuff. And you're trying to help them along the way. So as they get older, they can make their own decisions as an adult. This right here is government. Once again, people who know nothing about you telling you what to do with your fucking life. You won't even listen to your own goddamn parents, but you're going to listen to the government? Fuck those people, man. They don't know what's best. And we're under the assumption that we think they would know what's best because they have access to all the information. Here's the thing, though. It doesn't matter. The information doesn't matter because we have access to the same information. We can easily get on their .gov website, so look at all the programs, all the executive orders, all the House resolutions, all these bills, these laws, stuff, all the guidelines that the CDC has. We look up all their health studies. They don't even abide by that shit. They just put it out there because they know nobody reads it. And that's why I say they'll get up there and say whatever, because it literally contradicts the own things that are published on their government websites. This whole thing contradicts what is published on their own government website. I didn't publish shit on their government website. They did it. They did that shit. Because they know no one's reading it. And at the same time, they can be like, oh, well, we put it out here, but no one said it. So, plausible deniability. That phrase is not just something you hear in the movies. That's a literal thing. Plausible deniability. That's how government operates. That's how government employees operate. Plausible deniability. And be like, hey, I didn't know what he was doing. I told him not to do that shit. That's it. Plausible deniability. Like, hey, you told him not to do it. That's not your problem then. They went out and did their own. Okay, then, yeah. But at the same time, you probably might have knew a little bit about it, but you're like, fuck this. I ain't doing this. I mean, like I don't know shit. That's a constant thing in the military. Everybody act like they don't know nothing. Something happened, all of a sudden everybody's like, oh, I don't know what happened. How everybody not know what happened? You tell me nobody know what happened? Hey, none of my business, man. Even though you saw something was going on, I used to do this shit. I'll see something going on, and I'm like, turn away. I mean, like I didn't know what the fuck was going on. Not my business. I had some other shit I was doing. Because, man, you don't want to be involved, man. Because you know, there's a lot of illogical shit that happens. But okay, so I paused it. This is so stupid, bro. So on the left, it says unvaccinated people. On the right, it says fully vaccinated people. Let's see if she kind of explains it.
And want to attend a small outdoor gathering with people who are vaccinated and unvaccinated, or dine at an outdoor restaurant with friends from multiple households. The science shows if you're vaccinated.
Hold on. I can't believe she went off of that. The science shows. And see how they do that? They do that, man. They've been doing this shit for the past year. The science shows. They're saying the science like science is the gospel. The whole point of science is that nothing is proven factual. It's a constant debate. Science is a constant debate because science is a study of everything. It's constantly studying. If it's not science, then it's just completely true, which rarely things actually are. All it is facts, and you have evidence to back that up and support your claims. That's it. That's all science is. But they don't tell you that there's other people with disputing claims that they also have supporting evidence as well. So stupid, man. The science says the science says she's talking like she's talking to children. I didn't know she was teaching a fucking class in kindergarten. But guess what? Through your federally funded pre-K, this is what they're going to teach your fucking kids.
You can do so safely, unmasked. On the CDC website, we have posted examples of numerous outdoor activities that are safe to do without a mask if you are fully vaccinated. Generally, for vaccinated examples.
Listen, she didn't read it all. So unvaccinated people, you're good. You don't have to wear a mask. You're safest if you can walk and run or bike outdoors with members of your household. You see, they know they can't come to you from an authoritarian position. They cannot come to you from or perceived authoritarian position. So if the White House administration, supposed White House administration, whatever, or Congress come out and say this stuff, it's authoritarian, it's totalitarian, it's too obvious. They have to find a way to control you through subversive measures. So the way they're going to do this is do it by health, scare tactics. So they're going to scare you into this type of ideology. They're going to scare you. They're scaring you, but really they're trying to indoctrinate you at the same time, but they're using fear because fear is a powerful emotion. They understand how people work, and it's naive of anyone to think that you can't be brainwashed or manipulated, because you can easily. In fact, your own arrogance will allow you to be brainwashed and manipulated. The fact that you think that you can't will allow you to be brainwashed and manipulated. I'm already on the premises of I could be brainwashed and manipulated. I tell my kids, like, any one of us could be brainwashed. In fact, I am brainwashed. I'm still trying to unbrainwash myself. Like, you can be brainwashed, right? It doesn't matter who you are. It does not matter, because as you understand more about yourself, guess what? governments and corporations around the world for decades, if not centuries, if not longer. Actually, really longer, because it goes back to Roman times, Greeks, uh, different Chinese dynasties. All they understand how the people work in general, how the mind operates. They understand emotions, and if you could get people to have an emotional reaction, an emotional trigger, they turn off their logical brain because it end up being your fight or flight system. You turn off your I want to say fight or flight. It's more like I want to say like reptilian side of the brain, where as far as you're just having an emotional reaction, you're not thinking logically about things. So you'll go off making decisions based on an emotional reaction, even though you think you're making decisions based on a logical reaction or a logical thought process, but it's not. And that's all they're doing. They're trying to scare you. Fully vaccinated people can do the same, right? Unvaccinated people can attend a small outdoor gathering with fully vaccinated family and friends. So, first thing, you're gonna go outside with your families or your immediate house, family members of your household. That's it. After that, anything you do around has to be around people who have been vaccinated. This is stupid, man. This is stupid. It's understand that we don't do this for nothing else. We don't do this for swine flu, H1N1 flu. We don't do this for not polio. We don't do this for Ebola, AIDS, cancer. Like we don't do this for none of this other shit, right? Obviously, AIDS and cancer are probably not the best things, but you get what I'm saying. We don't do this for other things. We don't do this for the flu. You couldn't do this for the flu because the flu had already been around long. But don't worry, they ain't doing nothing but rebrand the flu anyways. Influenza A and influenza B. Check out my other podcast episodes where I show the stats where influenza A and influenza B just disappeared. Don't worry. It's COVID-19 now. Influenza A, influenza B, COVID-19 now. And I'm trying to still do some research, but there's some doctors are supposedly suing the Biden administration, or they're suing, trying to sue the CDC or something like that, saying that there is the COVID-19 or SARS coronavirus version 2 has not been isolated ever, and they're trying to put it out there that through their lawsuit that no, there is no SARS-CoV-2, there is no COVID-19, it's just influenza A and influenza B. I mean, statistical data alone shows you that there's already some type of correlation to that claim anyway. So there's already some type of evidence supporting that claim, because influenza just doesn't exist anymore. So we never did the shit for the flu. Why are we doing this shit for COVID-19 when literally the flu and COVID-19 have the exact same symptoms? I understand that you lose some of your sense of taste and smell after the flu as well. And it can linger on for a few months as well, because it's messing up your sinuses and stuff like that. Once again, this is just information I read off the government website. I'm just saying, it's there. It's there. I'm not pulling nothing out of my ass. That's what they do. So I try to not be like that and make sure I come out with factual information. So then it says that you can attend. So that's the only two things you do without a mask. So you can attend a small outdoor gathering with fully vaccinated people and unvaccinated people, but you have to have a mask on. But don't worry, if you're fully vaccinated, you get to have all these privileges. Oh, these are control measures, bro. These are control measures. When they talk about population control, it's not just about the numbers. It's about literal controlling the population. These are control measures that tell you how you can behave in society. So this is very evil. Like you talk, that's why I don't like to talk about. That's why I say, oh, these people. I don't ever get into like, oh, that's really evil. These are evil people. No, man, because even our concept of good and evil is really skewed, because the most evil shit is what it says in the Bible. The devil look at you right in your face and smile and stuff and do the most fucked up things behind your back. Those people, those are the snakes. Those people I don't trust right there. They're evil. And that's people that usually rise up in government. We tend to think the best and brightest rise to the top. Not always, especially not in government. Like I said, I met some of the most fakest people in my life in the military. And those fakest people are the ones that kept rising up and ranking and stuff and getting better so-called job titles, job positions and stuff like that. Getting all these awards and stuff. Not all the time. But there was sometimes I want to say majority, but man, it felt like it sometimes. It was majority of the time where, or a little bit more than majority of the time, where people who didn't do the things they're supposed to do kept rising up. Getting looked at for different positions. Yeah, you still got to test and stuff in the military, and based on job performance. But sometimes, but yeah, a recommendation goes a long way too. We recommend on your enlisted performance report, your EPR, and we recommend you get promoted to the next grade. And you're like, well, this person sucked. Why did he get recommended promoted? Oh, he's always doing this. This person's always doing that. They come out to this, they come out that, but they suck at their fucking job. That's how government works. If you're good at your job, more than likely, nobody recognizes you. Oh, I shouldn't say more than likely. I know that's more of that's an opinionated version from me personally. I've seen the people that were good at their job, and they'll say, "Oh, you're good at your job." See, people understand this in the military. You gotta volunteer. Imagine volunteering, even though you already signed up and volunteered for the military. You have to volunteer in the Air Force, I think Navy. I'm pretty sure all the branches do it. Yeah, you have to volunteer. And it's not just on base. You have to do things off base. You have to get back to the community. And it's like, bro, I just signed my life away. I don't know how much of a give back I need to do now. You have to volunteer. And if you volunteer and stuff, it makes you look good. They put you up for awards and stuff. And then they recommend you. Oh, you did really good. You had to volunteer at least once or twice a year for my performance report. But I always made sure I did things that I wanted to do anyways. But they'll get on you like, oh, Sergeant Jackson, you didn't volunteer, or Airman Jackson, you didn't volunteer and stuff. I was like, man, you kiss my ass, bro. Like, I'm fucking working all the time. Can't spend time with my children. You want me to go out and volunteer? What the fuck? This is wrong with y'all, man. Well, you're never gonna get promoted. You're never gonna do this, blah blah. And then when I made E5, like, oh, I can't believe you made it. We didn't even know you do anything about this. Well, y'all only been here like 2 fucking months, so I don't. Actually, I was like there for like 8 months. Like y'all didn't even know anything about me. But this is how government works, man. Not necessarily the best and brightest. Sometimes just it's perception. Perception is everything in the military. Thus, perception is everything in government because it is the government. It's the same mentality. Perception is everything. It doesn't matter what you actually do, just as long as you come off looking like you're doing something great. So as they do all this stuff, they don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck. They did their part. They don't care what they act. You think they actually stand by this shit? You know Fauci doesn't stand by it because we saw him at a Washington National game and stuff. He was sitting next to his two other people, right? No mask on. They don't care, man. They don't care. So you get to dine at an outdoor restaurant with friends from multiple households, but you gotta have a mask on. If you're vaccinated, you don't have to have a mask on. So the only time you have to have a mask on when you're vaccinated is if you attend a crowded outdoor event like a live performance, parade, or sports events. So all your football games, stuff like that, they want you to have a mask on. So I know they was pissed off in Jacksonville this past weekend with the UFC event, and people didn't have no mask on and stuff. It's funny. UFC people had to have masks on and stuff like that, but the fans was out there doing their own thing. And you see some people with masks on, you see some people without masks on. Cause I mean, really, germs spread anyways, supposedly. So, according to germ theory, germs spread bacteria anyway. So, if you want to wear a mask, you could have always been wearing a mask. Like I'm not gonna harp on anybody from wearing a mask. If you want to do that, that's your personal choice decision. I operate more on terrain theory that if I take care of my body, I won't get sick. And in the event I do get sick, well, I take care of my body, so my immune system is gonna do what it's supposed to. Fight this shit off, and we're gonna get back to our regular, normal operating self and go about our fucking life. But don't worry, CDC won't preach that to you, because they don't give a fuck, man. Just fuck these people, man.
Numerous outdoor activities that are safe to do without a mask if you are fully vaccinated. Generally, for vaccinated people, outdoor activities without a mask are safe.
You reading the script?
However, we continue to recommend masking in crowded outdoor settings and venues, such as packed stadiums and concerts, where there is decreased ability to maintain physical distance and where many unvaccinated people may.
Understand too, you're wearing a mask really for psychological reasons. It's just to make yourself feel better. Like I said, if you want to wear one, wear one. If you want to get vaccinated, it's just for psychological. If it makes you feel like you're gonna feel better, placebo effect. Now, will it actually stop you from getting sick? Nah. If that was the case, people would not be sick ever. You don't think all these years of science stuff, all of a sudden last year they say, hey, you know what, we need to wear masks. No, bro. They're just out here doing shit. Like I say, if you want to wear that, go ahead and wear it. That's your business. That's your prerogative. But for psychological reasons, that's pretty much what it comes about. But it's also adverse effects if you wear it for too long, right? If you do it too often and stuff like that, because you're hypoxiation, like you're limiting your oxygen intake. I keep looking at this little ad thing. Is this like a fucking? Is that a glass? And they're separating families? So get the fuck out of here, man. It's always trying to play your heartstrings shit.
Also be present. We will continue to recommend this until widespread vaccination is achieved.
Widespread vaccination.
Now let's talk about what you can do.
Why everybody gotta be vaccinated to achieve this? So we're all vaccinated. I understand. They want everybody to be vaccinated. My thing is, we don't know exactly why they want everybody to be vaccinated. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of theories floating around out there and all a bunch of different opinions and stuff like that. And there could be multiple reasons why, but I want to know what is the core reason why they want us all to be vaccinated. What's the core? You know what? Money. It's money. And so the core reason is always money. I don't know how. I'm sure it has something to do with money. And not just population control or trying to find a way to control the people in the population, get you to be more subservient, more obedient, and stuff like that. I'm sure all those reasons go into account too, but someone has to be making money behind all this as well. Somebody's got to be making money behind all this, man.
Indoors. Here again, we have unvaccinated people and their risk on the left, where nothing has changed. Risk is indicated and masking is required. We then show the markedly decreased risk for vaccinated people on the right. Given what we know about COVID-19 vaccines.
Wait, it's a different chart. So, the other one's outdoors. Is it indoors? See all this? So indoors, you just always gotta have a mask on if you're not vaccinated. Hey, I don't do that. Like I said, if certain businesses want me to have a mask on, places I go to, like my kids play basketball, my son played basketball at YMCA, so I go there, I put my mask on. I end up taking that shit down anyways. I think everybody does, man, because it's like, man, fuck this, man. We get tired of this shit, man. I'll take my chances, bro. We're all gonna die. We're all gonna die. I'd rather die on my terms. Like this really should be your only goal. Let me die on my terms as much as possible. Obviously, there's car accidents, which no one gives a fuck about, apparently. Genetic reasons, heart disease, stuff like that, which no one gives a fuck about, apparently. Cancer, I know nobody gives a fuck about cancer because everybody still eat fast food. So, there's a whole bunch of other reasons why I'm gonna die through my own volition, right? Why can't I just accept this risk as well? Everything is a calculated risk that you do in life. We're all accepting the risk when we go out in public. We're all accepting the risk when we interact. It's funny because a lot of people don't even wear condoms when they have sex. Yet everybody's out here walking with masks on. A lot of motherfuckers don't practice safe sex, but they probably got masks on, so they probably got vaccinated. But you go out, stick your dick in anything, and you open your legs to allow any dick to get inside you. So people don't practice safe sex, but they got masks on. Like I said, man, to each your own. Whatever you want to do, you do, but don't get mad at me because I don't want to do that shit, bro. Because I can't rationalize it in my head because it doesn't make sense to me. Because I don't necessarily try to live life in fear all the time. I'm sorry, man. I understand from my own perspective that all these things are calculated risks. Even with condoms on, it's still a calculated risk you might catch some type of sexually transmitted disease, right? These are all calculated risks we assume on a daily basis. It's a calculated risk when you get your ass up every day. Right? Whether you believe it or not, it's a calculated risk. Right? You get up too fast, you got some medical issues, you might can't get up too fast. Right? Maybe you got up and you stepped on something because you put something away. Now you're close to hurting yourself or whatever. Everything's a calculated risk. You take a bath, if your ass get a little too sleepy, guess what? You might slip underneath that water and drown. Calculated risk, man. Calculated risk. You get on a roller coaster, that's a calculated risk. Shit. You gotta be careful not to eat too much. You can't even drink too much fucking water. That's a calculated risk. You go to sleep at night. You're not guaranteed you're waking up. That's a calculated risk. Like, these are all calculated risks that we constantly make on a day-to-day basis that we have to assess based on our own individuality and our environment. You're gonna fucking die. You're going to die. We are all going to die at some point in time. When it happens, it happens. Whether it's fate, whether it's destiny, whether it's because of some deity, or whether you just, whatever shit happens, you just accept it. I don't know what to tell you. But every time you go out and you do something, you wake up, you go to sleep at night, these are all calculated risks. That's it. That's it. So for me, I want to say all these certain type of preventative measures, these medical preventative measures, stuff like that. I'll say that shit for, I don't know, some extreme shit like Ebola times 10 or something like that. Like, I'll say it for then. And even then, it's still a calculated risk because I don't know about you. I don't want to live my life in fear. I'm under the belief that death is not the end anyway. So, if I die, I die. Maybe I'm a little insensitive. Maybe some military training. Maybe I watch too many movies. Maybe I play too many video games. Maybe I'm just desensitized to death. But I'm just telling you, actually, what it truly is just my own spirituality. Maybe we have a little more spirituality, not necessarily religion, but just spirituality in America and around. No, especially in America. There's no spirituality in America. A lot of people get up there and say, "Oh, thank you, God." And they don't believe in no fucking God. They don't believe in no deity. They don't believe in something higher than themselves. But we lack spirituality in this country, and you need spirituality. It's funny because in the military they preach that you have to have spirituality because you have to believe in something bigger than yourself. Because otherwise, well, you won't go nowhere. Like, you won't have no morals and values in some things. But these are all calculated risks and stuff that we accept in life. So the fact that I can't do nothing indoors unless having a mask on, and even in that case, I'm still being unsafe. Bro, this is not going to do nothing but get more and more ridiculous.
And their efficacy. It is also safe for those who are fully vaccinated to return to the activities they love doing inside while wearing a mask.
Those who are fully vaccinated can return to the activities they love. Can return. Who the fuck are you to tell me I can return to do some shit? You're not my fucking mother. You're not my fucking father. You're not no God I pray to. Shut the fuck up, CDC. Who the fuck are you to think that you can make those calculated risk decisions or those calculated risk assessment and those try to come up with some type of guidelines for my own personal health? These people have no idea who you are. You're a fucking number. They have no idea who you are, yet they're sitting here making guidelines for your own personal health. Because what? They care about you? Get the fuck out of here, man. They don't give a shit about you.
The guiding principles we released today and the illustrative examples compare the safety of several activities if you are vaccinated or not.
And you still gotta wear a mask. So if you're not vaccinated, you gotta wear a mask. But don't worry, you're yellow and red because you're not vaccinated. But if you are vaccinated, you still have to wear a mask. So there's no benefit anywhere. See how all this works out? There's never an actual benefit for you, the individual. You can get vaccinated if you want to. You can wear a mask and all that stuff if you want to, but let it be because you want to, right? Let it be because of your own anxiety. That's what it is. Let's be honest. Let it be because of your own fear. Let it be because you're worried about your own health. You got comorbidities, whatever the case may be. Maybe you're not as healthy as you want to be, and you're trying to take these preventative measures, these extra boosts and stuff, because you're not where you want to be in your own personal health. That's fine. But let it be your own personal choice. All I'm trying to do is that's all I do in this podcast, man. I mean, I say a lot of shit and stuff, but I'm calling out a lot of fake bullshit, man. There's a lot of fakeness in the world. There's a lot of disingenuine people out there pretending to be caring, genuine people. They're not. They're not. This is bullshit, man. This is bullshit. This lady does not care, man. The CDC does not care. They're telling you to get vaccinated, and then they're telling you, because before it's, you get vaccinated, you do what you want, kind of. And it's like, no, they're not. They're going to find a way to tell you to keep masking up and do social distancing and all this other stuff. So now you can be vaccinated, and you go indoors, you can't do shit. All right, my fault. You can still do it, but you have to still wear your mask. What's the fucking point of getting vaccinated if I still got to go with all this stuff? thought I was getting vaccinated, so I have to worry about none of this shit. There's no benefit because there never will be a benefit for you, the individual. It's not about you, the individual. It's about government trying to implement certain rules and guidelines so they can push forward their agenda of mass control, mass indoctrination, mass dependency upon the government. It has nothing to do with anything other than them.
Is clear. As we gather more and more data on the real world efficacy of vaccines, we know that masked, fully vaccinated people can safely attend worship services inside, go to an indoor restaurant or bar, and even participate in an indoor exercise
You can pray
class
to your God safely.
Although these vaccines are extremely effective,
indoors,
we know that the virus spreads very well indoors. Until more people are vaccinated, and while we still have more than 50,000 cases a day, mask use indoors will provide extra protection.
Fuck you. Fuck you, CDC. Fuck whoever that lady is. Fuck all these people, man. People don't give a shit about anybody other than themselves. They don't care about anything other than profit. They don't care about anything other than trying to get that next paycheck, get that whatever they gotta do. They worry about their own personal safety. You really think these people? You really think she's sitting there wearing a mask everywhere? You really think that? Is she reading the same studies that I'm reading on the public government domain website, and she knows the information? You really think she's out there walking around with a mask on? Hell, do you even think she's actually vaccinated? Do you actually think this shit is going on, man? You actually think these people are going by what they're preaching? Fuck no, man. Fuck no, man. That's enough for me. I done rant enough. The more it's like the Mortal Kombat thing. The more I think about shit, the more pissed off I get about this. Because every time I turn around, it becomes more and more disrespectful. This is beyond atrocious. The fact that they think they can put out a guideline. That fucking American family plan and shit has nothing to do with America, has nothing to do with families. It's just a plan to take people's money. That's all it comes down to, man. It's a plan to take people's money. It's a plan to make you dependent. It's a plan to make you obedient. It has nothing to do with you, the individual, about your life and how you want to take care of yourself. And it has nothing to do with you being able to financially attain a new level of wealth or whatever, as far as your income bracket, either, because that's only possible in a capitalistic free market society. You ain't gonna do that in socialism, you're not gonna do that in communism, Marxism, none of this centralized authority in which they're trying to take us into. Fuck the government, fuck the CDC, fuck the Biden administration. Don't give a shit. Fuck them, fuck them, fuck them. Like that's really what we all have to come to a point, because they don't even believe the shit that they're saying. You understand that? They don't believe the shit that they're saying. They don't care about the shit that they're saying. All they care about is they were told to say this, they gotta say this, they're gonna say that shit, and they're gonna go about the rest of their day. They're gonna go home, they're gonna do all the stuff that they're gonna do with no fucking mask on and stuff like that. They're gonna do political theater in front of you. And we seen it, we caught them on hot mic, caught them on hot camera, where you wanna call it, where, when they think they're not rolling, what they do? They're laughing about this shit. Oh, political theater, let us put our mask on. They don't care, man. They don't care. Because they're also arrogant. They think that they know better. They'll tell you what to do. Oh, you peasants down there, you do what we tell you to do. Don't worry about what I do. I'm taken care of. But you peasants down there, you do what we tell you to do because you don't know how to think for yourselves. And that's what it comes down to. They think we're fucking idiots and moronic. They think we're childlike and we don't know how to take care of ourselves. So we need them to tell us what to do, where to go, how to shop, how to think, all this other shit, man. The best thing you can do is think for yourself. Think for yourself. You see what happens when states rebel, Florida, Texas, other states, they can't do nothing. And it drives them crazy because they know they can't take anyone's free will. You have to give up your own free will. Because if you take your calculated risk and you take the chance of getting sick and something happens to you and God forbid you die, well, guess what? At least it was your choice. At least you went out on your own. I'd rather go out on my own sword than, I shouldn't say it like that. I'd rather go out like on my own volition. I'd rather let it be something I did. I mean, you have your accidents and stuff like that. You know, your kind of random acts or whatever you want to call it. Maybe it's fate. Maybe it's destiny. But I can't listen to people who have no idea who I am, who couldn't pick me out of lineup if they tried to, who didn't know my name unless they looked down a sheet of paper. Hell, you can go to your doctor. Your doctor probably don't even fucking remember your name. You probably going to your doctor for a few years. They probably barely remember your fucking name, man. They see 100 other patients and stuff. Come on, man. Yeah, you'll barely listen to them. Some of us don't even listen to our doctors at all because they're not really our doctors unless you have a real personal relationship with your doctor, which you really should. But a lot of times, most of us don't, especially when you're talking about VA or any type of federally funded uh, insurance plan or whatever. Even corporate insurance plan, it doesn't matter because sometimes they'll still sit on scenes of the same person. Sometimes that doctor goes and has a different job, but you're hesitant to listen to those people. So why would you listen to the CDC? Why would you listen to someone who will never talk to you, will never know anything about you, will probably know your medical information, but only through data recognized on a website, on a computer screen? But they will never sit in your face and actually sit down and talk to you and go over your medical history. It's funny because you're not supposed to take medical advice other than anyone than your personal doctor, yet this whole past year, they've been telling us to take medical advice from complete strangers. Think about that shit. I'm in on that thought, man. As always, check out our live stream, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Monday through Friday. I say if I don't do the podcast, I'll upload it. I'll put out a message on my Facebook. Facebook. Oh damn. I've been talking too much. I'll put it on my blog site, Damian Jackson, DAMIN, Jackson22.com. And I'll put on my Gab account. Make sure if you guys want to support whatever, go out check out Underdog Product Store. Fuck that. I got some decent shirts on there. You might like them. I mean, I got to put more stuff up on there. I should say something that says fuck the CDC. That's what I should put on there. Oh, man, that'll be a good one. Hey, I might do that shit. I might have to sit down this weekend or take a day. Yeah, probably sit down this weekend sometime and iron out some details, put some shirts up and stuff, whatever. I wear them too, so fuck it, I wear them. That shit made me laugh, man. This is bullshit. But yeah, man, definitely check out all that stuff and make sure you take the time to think about a lot of these things, man. Yeah, I'm not saying you gotta agree with me at all. In fact, I'd probably prefer if you don't agree with me, because it's better if we all disagree. Because through disagreements, then we can all brainstorm to come up with a better conclusion, or at least a better thought. But hey, whether you agree with me or disagree with me or not, it doesn't matter because just think for yourself, man. Think for yourself. Figure shit on your own. Don't let these fake ass politicians, these fake ass government people, these fake ass corporations, these fake ass athletes, these fake ass celebrities. Don't let them tell you how to live your life and tell you what to do. Fuck those people, man. You figure that shit on your own. You're your own person. You're amazing. You're beautiful. You're powerful. You're knowledgeable. You're smart. You're intelligent. You're all those great fucking positive things. Oh man, I'm done. I'm done. Let me stop ranting. So until next time.